Be an example of the believers. Can you hear me? Yes. Do not despise your youth. Be an example of believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. What it's saying here is, young people, be an example. Young people, what did I say? Young people what? Say it again. Young people what? All of us. All of us. One more time. All of us. What does it mean by being an example? Be an example in word. Watch what comes out of your mouth. Satan wants to use a body. He can't talk nasty unless he has a mouth. He needs yours to do it. He can't talk about people. He needs yours to do it. He can't hurt people. He needs a person to hurt someone. So he's looking for a body. When the devil wants to attack your parents, if he doesn't do it through the people outside on the streets, he wants to use their children. How much crime has your praying parent done over you just to get you to do right? And the enemy wants to use you. You are an example through your conversation, what you say. And then he says in verse 13, until I come, give attendance to reading his word, to exhortation, to doctrine. When Marty is preaching, when the praise team is preaching, when the praise team is singing, you sing to God. When Minister Lamont is pouring out, you hear, you listen, and you learn. Exhortation. How do I do this better? Because you are the light to the school you go to. Some kid needs to hear about the Jesus in your life, not mine. The man at Pioneer Square may never meet me, but he may meet you. I drive a car. I don't ride the bus anymore unless my car breaks down. You ride the bus. You ride a train. God has somebody on that train that he wants to be ministered to. He puts you on the train, on the way to school, so you can be a light to the unbelievers. He wants to use who? This I love. This one I love. Meditate on those things. Verse 14, neglect not the gift. Neglect not the gift that is in you, which was given to you by prophecy with the laying on of hands. Listen, Marty said we're getting ready to pray. Neglect not the gift that is in you through the laying on of hands, through the prophecy. When somebody stands up here at this sacred desk and says something like, God has a greater in you, he's prophesying. He's talking to you. There's a greater in you. He's speaking. And then he says, don't neglect that. Don't forget that that was told to you. And then with the laying on of hands, when you come down here, we're going to lay hands on you. And it's saying, don't take it lightly when people lay their hands and pray over you and speak into your life. You might not have seen lightning flash and thunder roll, but when the enemy comes against you, you better tell him, wait a minute, the word of God said I'm supposed to remember that they said a greater is in me. I'm supposed to remember I went down to that altar and they laid hands on me. And after it was all said and done, when I go out into the world, I have something in me that will keep the world on the outside and keep my gift on the inside. We're getting ready